Speaking of playing pros, what was that first World Series of Poker bracelet like? Like winning that and that experience. Can you take us there a little bit?
Are you talking about the one where I ended up dressing as Goku and dyeing my hair blue?
That would be it, I believe.
We want to talk about that too, about your amazing costumes and outfits.
Yeah.
All right. So I was interviewed for the that particular tournament, the Poker Players Championship tournament. It's kind of a prestigious tournament. This has got 9 games, and they asked me some like generic question of like, how do you feel about your chances of winning the tournament? And most people give this boring answer, but the truth, which is like, oh, like it's I'm not that likely to win, but you know, I'm feeling pretty confident I can beat the field, and I've been studying, and like I know these games, and I get this edge for this reason or whatever. And I just decided, you know what, let's do some ridiculous answer and say, you know what, it's my destiny to win, so I'm feeling pretty good. When you got destiny on your side, like, who cares?
I think that's a good answer for everything now.
Amazing.
Destiny, yeah. Like, that's what they do in the cartoons, right?
Yeah.
So the first time I played it, I actually got 6th place, so I got pretty close. And then the next year, I decided, you know what? I'm going to run with this joke. I'm just going to say, no, I was kidding I was speaking about this year. This is the year. And I just kept like rambling on and on like Instagram. Like, no, that's my destiny to win. They're keeping the $1 million warm for me. All this stuff. And then all of a sudden I made the final table. And in my head, I'm just going, oh my God, I made the final table. This is so crazy. How do I make this crazier? I might as well just go all the way. And I decided, all right, guys, I'm going to dye my hair blue, like they do in Goku when Goku goes into God mode. And I found like a costume. And in fact, as I'm walking through Fashion Show Mall in Las Vegas, I like decide to go into a candy store because I like a nice sweet every now and then.
Yeah.
And I find, yeah.
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And so I find, no joke, I find candy from that cartoon. I was deciding at the time which cartoon to dress up as. Candy from the cartoon. Goku, what is it? Goku.
Is it Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's what it is. Like the sensu beans that heal you when you're like, when you're beat up. They little candy beans.
Yeah.
They called them sensu beans. I thought, wow, I have to buy this and like a power boost energy drink.
That's amazing.
Literally destiny, finding the sensu beans as you're already going as Goku is perfect.
I selfishly wish you dressed like that today.
Yeah.
Well,
great.
I'm getting ready actually to. I didn't go all the way insane, but I'm getting ready to go on stream actually, and I'm dressing as Macho Man.
There you go.
He wore like a similar jacket like this. I mean, it was over the top insane jacket. This one's like a bit of spice, but it's like I can fit into normal society wearing this.
Yeah.
And I got like a hat and some glasses and all that.
That's incredible. My buddy, we just did Young Rock, the TV show, and he plays Macho Man. So I got to see a whole array of outfits and all the sunglasses and the gloves and everything. Like, it's pretty cool, man. I love that. That's great. That's a great outfit.
It was just a finale too. So Brock's Hulk Hogan, and then you have all like the Golden Age wrestlers kind of around, like Macho Man and all that. It's really cool, and they do it really, really well. But like, yeah, that's great. That's destiny right there. I mean, that's like the primetime wrestlers. Oh man.
Oh yeah. That was the next one I won. I just dressed up as him and just kept talking. Like it was all tongue in cheek, but I said. And was rambling on about it. Oh yeah, I'm the cream of the crop, and all these guys have no chance. And I brought a towel for them to cry on. and
that's so good, dude.
Awesome, dude.
So was that? So the Goku, and then you get to the final table, and then there it is, right?
Yeah.
How did that moment feel?
Pretty amazing. I prepare, especially when the guy, is like a moment straight out of the cartoons. I ran out of sensu beans, and they even pointed it out. Oh, you're running out of sensu beans, and the one guy who's been chip leader the entire time is talking shit, and we play this hand where he makes this fold that's like not even out of this. It doesn't even make sense out of this universe. Like a 1 in 10,000. it's like literally one in a decade kind of hand. It's like this insane. This guy folds top pair for the smallest amount possible in a limit bet game. It's completely insane fold and obviously blew up the internet. And from that moment forward, they didn't realize I had a power boost left over. So I took a sipping on the power boost and I started gaining a lot of chips and became shift leader.
Oh, that's amazing.
And yeah, I ended up winning. So I obviously, my mind is completely blown that I actually won this thing. And
so that fold was that makes me want to watch poker even more now,
dude. Yeah.
Like that's a show. You put on a show for people, and that's one of the coolest things is because it's already so entertaining for a fan of poker, of Texas Hold'em, to watch it and to be a part and see what, because it's like it's a never-ending cycle. It's always something interesting going on, and it always keeps you engaged. But when you do that extra layer of like the sensu beans, the power boost, dude, dressed up like Goku, all the other outfits you've done too, but that makes it 10 times more engaging and entertaining to where it's like, oh, we're going to talk about that for years. That's going to be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. We're going to remember that moment,
Mm-hmm.
And you give that to people, and that's really cool, man.
Well, that's what actually that's what's gotten me interested, that's one thing I realized, that a lot of these things like wrestling and like sports kind of have, is they've got all the drama, they've got like the show, they've got like the whole storyline going, whereas poker could totally have that if you'll just like injected a bit of that life into it, and it would really spice things up, and I think it would appeal to a larger audience than simply the diehard poker fans that are looking for like, these technical details that most people just won't care about, like, this check raise hand that you're supposed to have in this one spot, and the 10% bluffs that you're supposed to have in this other spot, or like this obscure play. And I think, like you're saying, it makes things a lot more fun. And this is partly why also I've been interested in the arts. It's one of the reasons. There's a few reasons, but there's much more. The arts themselves are not constrained in like a box. They're not like able to be figured out, and they're always like mind expanding in some kind of way. Whereas like, if you play certain kinds of poker or certain kinds of games like tic-tac-toe is boring as shit. You already know what the solution is boring. You know what the solution is, and you just play it and you hope the other guy makes a mistake if you're playing for money. Whereas like the arts, it creates adds a totally new dynamic to the whole thing. And some are fun.
I mean, that's like another whole dimension, like you're saying. I love hearing that because I totally agree. Like I was at the 49er game when Terrell Owens busted out the Sharpie and signs the ball, right? Like there's so many fun kind of extracurricular things you can do with like sports and entertainment. And the other thing was like, imagine if like next time, you get an actual Dragon Ball Z sponsor, and then they like get a professional like costume maker to like make you something, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
that'd be amazing.
Right. Like it could have like this whole kind of monetary element too. And I know you wouldn't do it like for the money, you do it for like the cool costume and the story and all that. But like, I totally agree. I think it should be embraced and supported.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for watching Studio 22.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And follow our socials at Studio 22 Podcast.